guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Kaye or Kaye, and welcome to the 4th episode of my podcast. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th. Yeah, last time I dropped a podcast episode was November, and before that was August. Yeah, when it comes to my podcast, do not expect podcasts regularly because I do post a lot of knit with me videos and knit vlogs. Like I mainly vlog, that's my thing. So the podcasts will come sporadically, but they will come because I don't like my projects to pile up too much without me like really sitting down and telling you guys what I've knitted over the course of however many months and stuff. So I love sitting down and talking to you guys about everything, which is why I'm like, you know what, it's the new year, 2023. It's time to sit down and talk about the projects I've knitted since the last time I posted my podcast, my last podcast, episode 3. So yeah, I'm so excited. I have my phone right here where I have a list of everything so I don't forget. And even though I have my list, I might forget something that I didn't put on my list, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I did not forget anything. So I'm sitting in my regular spot with all this yarn behind me. If you guys haven't seen my goals video, you should watch that. I'll link it right here for you guys. I'm trying to knit from this stash, okay? This is just my hand-dyed yarn stash plus some cones up there. I think I have like 4 cones up there, but this is just my hand-dyed yarn stash. And I still have another like clear, huge clear bag with all of my rustic yarn, commercial yarn and stuff like that, and that's filled to the top as well. And I also have bags of single hanks, single skeins of DK weight yarn and fingering weight yarn for like beanies and socks and stuff. So like my stash is huge. I want to get through my stash. Not all of it, but watch my goals video and you'll know what I want to do with my stash. Anyway, let's just get right into it because I have a bunch of projects to show you guys, a bunch of whips, a bunch of yarn. So like I said, let's just get right into it. We're going to start off with the finished objects. Of course, we're doing a traditional knitting podcast. We're going to start off with what I'm wearing. Oh my gosh, I was about to start with something else, but then I remembered last minute what I'm wearing, and it is my Louvre sweater by Petite Knit. This is my most recent project that I finished. When did I finish this? Instagram. Instagram will always tell me because I post everything on Instagram. That's why I suggest you guys follow me there, because I post all of my updates with my projects on there. Okay, I finished this. Well, I posted December 28th, 2022. So I think I finished the day before or actually on that day. I'm not sure, but this is my last knit of like finished knit of 2022 and I am obsessed. I love it. I filmed a video on it, so I'll link that as well for you guys. And if you don't know, I made a mistake of not counting my sleeve stitches. So then instead of putting more stitches with the body stitches, I accidentally put more on a sleeve. So if you guys can see, let me have it like this. This sleeve is significantly bigger than this sleeve because I added more stitches to this sleeve than that sleeve. But I don't care. Like I said in that video, I am not about to rip back. Absolutely not. I'm just going to keep my mistakes because who cares? Okay? It still looks good. It still fits me. I mean, I don't care about it fitting, but it still looks good and it is what it is. I keep my mistakes in, unless it's like in the beginning, then I can like frog it and start over. But if I am mostly done with a project, I'm not going to frog and start over because I keep my mistakes in, so then I remember like this is handmade, literally hand knitted. It doesn't need to be, there's like fluff. It doesn't need to be perfect. So I'm not going to stress about one sleeve being bigger than the other. I always have a story to tell then. So yeah. Anyway, like I said, it looks good. It looks great. I knitted the medium and this has a lot of positive ease in it. Oh my goodness. And it is 63 degrees right now. That's cold. And it was like 40 something degrees earlier and it was freezing. And I put this on. I feel so warm because I knitted this in pure Gynt by Sandnes Garn. And I used 13 balls for the medium size. My normal size for like patterns and stuff is usually an extra small. If I'm going by bust measurements, it's an extra small, but I like most, if not all of my sweaters to be oversized. Sometimes I will knit a size that I know will, like, sometimes the medium, you know, the sizes aren't the same for all patterns. Like for my Cargill sweater that I'm going to show you guys next, I knitted the medium, but it doesn't give me an oversized fit because of the textured knit. So that gives me more of a true to size fit, but this medium gives me more of an oversized fit. So I just always knit a medium because it can either give me more of a true to size or an oversized, and I'm just safe right there with the medium. But I think with my tees, I'm going to knit smalls, especially with, because I don't care for my tees to be too oversized. But anyway, and I don't gauge swatch because I don't care. I mainly knit for the art of projects and the yarn and stuff, so I don't have to stress about doing math about having something fit, which is why I just always knit a medium, because like I said, it can either give me a true to size or an oversized, and I'm fine with either one. Anyway, so yeah, pure Gynt and 13 balls. I had 14 balls, you guys, and I used 13 balls. And the yarn I got from Kalila because she was going to use this to knit, I forgot what sweater, but it wasn't even the Louvre sweater, and she got enough yarn for that sweater. And I didn't even know if I would have enough for this sweater, but I did, so that was great. I had to make sure I was recording because I was like, am I recording? Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, I used, this pattern called for 3.5mm needles for the color, of course, and then the rest of the body and everything. I knit it on 4mm needles, and yeah, Louvre sweater by Petite Knit. This is my first finished object. Let's move on to the next one, which is, like I told you guys I would show you next. Ah! Sorry, my projects were falling. The Cargill sweater. I also have a video on the Cargill sweater. Link it up there for you guys, and I'll link the videos down below if I remember. If not, it's all up there. You can just click that like I, and it'll show you all of the videos that I've linked. But this sweater, let me show you guys. It's beautiful, by the way. I love it. This is what it looks like. So good. Like I said, more of a true to size fit. Oh, I'm so glad that I stuck with this and knitted it up. This was my first textured knit, and I'm just like, it looks so good. So I used Knitting for Olive merino and their soft silk mohair. I used, the merino was like a gray color, and the mohair was like a dusty green color. And oh my gosh, so beautiful. So beautiful. I love it. I have worn this a few times already, and when I tell you, knitting this sweater, I literally wanted to quit so many times because it was so confusing. The first 11, 12 rounds, so confusing for no reason at all. And then the video that it was like paired with the pattern to help you for the first 11 rows didn't even help you because it didn't even show you the hard part. It didn't show you how to do the actual hard part of the first 11 rows, so that was pointless. And if you guys have seen the video, you know it took me like 3-4 times of frogging those first 11 rows before I finally reached out to like 2 test knitters. They told me they just winged it, did whatever just to get through it. Even though they told me a few things that helped me actually get through it, I just basically had to read my stitches and do my own thing just to get through it. So yeah, if you want to know more about that, watch that video. It's like 50 something minutes long, and the first 30 minutes of the video is like me trying to get through those rounds. Those rows, I think it was knitted flat first. So yeah, those rows. Absolutely ridiculous. But I will say, I think it's worth pushing through those 11 rows to get this finished product at least once. At least knit it up one time. I don't think I'll ever knit up this pattern again because it's not worth going through all of that just to get this again. Like, absolutely not. And then, you know, the stitches are textured. It's a 4-row, 4-round repeat to get the full stitch, like this type of stitch. So it takes a while as well to knit up. Sorry if the lighting changes, the sun will be coming and going. So yeah, it takes a while to knit it up. So the frustration with the beginning plus how long it takes is just like, is it worth it? But I would say it's worth it in the end, just to at least have one sweater that looks like this. So yeah, if you guys haven't continued because it's frustrating, push through. I will be here to be your cheerleader and say push through. It's so worth it. It's so pretty. Pictures in it, oh, so great. But not worth knitting a second time. I'm just being honest, okay? You guys want honesty, you will have it. All right, so we talked about the Cargill. Let me just do check marks so I can remember what I talked about. Cargill, we talked about the Louvre. Anything else about this? I knitted the size, I say medium. It's a 3, which is like a medium size. So yeah, I knitted size 3, and I think 4mm needles for this, 3.5 and 4. And yeah, I think that's it. So that's my Cargill. Knitting up the stitch is fun, actually, even though it takes a long time. Just like knitting up the stitch and like going in, dipping, pulling it up. It's like, ooh, this is fun until like you want to finish it, but like it's fun. All right, let's see. My next garment that I finished, oh my gosh, I'm gonna knit so many of these, but let me show you guys. It is my holiday slipover by Petite Knit. Look at how big this look at how huge this is, you guys. Oh, I absolutely love this slipover. Like, this is my favorite slipover that I have knitted, and it took me 2 days to knit this up. 2 days because I was working on other projects, but 10mm needles. I use slightly thicker yarn than what's recommended for the pattern. For me, it's like super oversized on me. I think I'll probably insert a picture so you guys can see. And it took me 2 days. So I was just like, it was so comfy. I'm like, I have to knit another one. So I have yarn to knit like 3 more, I think. And I'll show you guys the yarn later in the acquisitions part because yeah, I do have yarn to show you guys that I got last year. But I knitted this in Wool Ease Thick and Quick, and I actually wasn't even trying to get yarn, but then my sister was buying yarn and we went to Michael's and I was just like, you know what, might as well, let me knit the holiday slipover because I've seen so many people knit the holiday slipover and say how easy it is, and slipovers are just so easy to knit. That's something that I would suggest for beginners, a slipover, because you knit flat and then you knit in a round. And it's just so simple. You pick up stitches, you learn a lot. I don't have a sign that I'm filming, so if you guys hear extra laughing and talking, it's just my family. It's okay. But yeah, so I would highly suggest a slipover as a starter project, beginner project. What was that? Fluff? Okay, anyway. Yeah. So this was so much fun. It took me 2 days. 10mm needles. I remember when I knitted my marble sweater. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing sweatpants, so yeah. Don't worry about that. Anyway, I remember when I was knitting the marble sweater, I used 10mm needles for that, and I was just like, when I was done with that, it took me 4 days to knit that sweater. I was like, yeah, I don't think chunky's for me. I don't want to knit with 10mm needles again. I don't know when I'm going to knit one up again. And then I finished this, and I was just like, you know what? It's not that bad, okay? It's not that bad. I think I will even knit up a marble sweater again, and I might use Wool Ease Thick and Quick. We'll see. That can be like a winter thing, and yeah, it depends on what I'm working on then as well. But yeah, I had so much fun knitting this up. Highly suggest the holiday slipover. I'm gonna knit 2 more this month, okay? Because I want more huge slipovers like this. I love slipovers. So yeah, I think that's it for this. Let's put these over here. Okay, slipover check. Oh, that's not a check. Check. All right, let's talk about my next finished object, which is this beanie right here. It's so tiny, but it fits my head, so whatever. I think I knitted the I don't remember what size, but this is the classic ribbed hat by Purl Soho. It's a free pattern, so easy, just a 1x1 rib beanie, so simple. Petite Knit just came out with a rib beanie, and I'm going to knit that up. I have the yarn for it already. It's from Stash. It's from Kalila, but from her stash, from her Monday sweater that she knitted for our mom. So I'm going to use that yarn to knit up the weekend hat, and then also I'm going to knit an Oslo hat. It's time. Everyone's knitting up Oslo hats. I see Hive Knits, Lizzie from Hive Knits, knitting up Oslo hats. I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's making me want to knit one. So I'm gonna knit one. But boom, this beanie, so simple. I used Cozy Cabin hand-dyed yarn in DK weight by Explorer Knits, and it is just so pretty. I usually knit up beanies and socks and stuff just to see how the yarn looks knitted up and worked up. So I do wear it because it comes in handy, but I usually knit beanies just because it looks cool. That's literally it. Like, what? And for the yarn. So yeah, I don't remember what size I knitted, but that's the beanie. And what's next? Vanilla socks. So boom, these are my battery's dying. These are my vanilla socks by the Crazy Sock Lady. One is bigger than the other, but I don't care because I just knit these up for the yarn, and it's so pretty, and I still wear them because they fit. So I don't care if one is bigger than the other. I'm gonna stop real quick because my battery's gonna die. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully I'm kind of in the same position. If not, oh well. Back to these socks. So I knitted these up in hand-dyed yarn. It is Spiked Slushy by Red Door Fibre Studio. She's my favorite indie dyer ever. Love her. #1 favorite. It's Red Door Fibre Studio, Explorer Knits, Sewrella, and Teeny Button. Top 4. Mwah! Beautiful. Anyway, yeah, I've had this like yarn for so long, and I finally knitted it up. And it's so pretty, and I have worn them a bunch of times. And I stopped wearing them so that I can show them when they don't look so worn, finally, to you guys. And now I can continue wearing them. So yeah, I knitted the size, whatever size. My feet, size 10, okay? US 10 in women. Big feet gang. I'm 5'8". My feet match my height, okay? It is what it is. I like my big feet. Okay, it's great. Let's move on to my last finished object, and it is this big old blanket right here. So pretty, so beautiful. I literally just have it sitting downstairs by the keyboard and the Christmas tree for decoration because I knitted this up just because the yarn was there, and I was like, in a crochet blanket mood. This is like my 3rd crochet blanket. I was just in a mood last year for blankets. I do have a blanket as a whip. It's not much, so I'm not even gonna show it in this. But yeah, I finished this and it's just sitting there. I knitted it in, where's my phone? Because I do not know what that yarn is. It is, well, I finished this in November. This is the Premier Parfait Extra Large. And I use a 9mm hook for that. And the pattern, did I say the pattern for these past? Yeah, I think so. The pattern is just, from my brain, it's just a granny square that I just continued until it turned into a blanket. So, yeah. That's it. Those are all of my finished objects. I had a bunch, more than I thought I did. Like, dang, oh my gosh. 2 sweaters, a slipover, socks, a beanie, a blanket. Dang. Anyway, so finished objects. Let's move on to my whips. I have a bunch of whips as well, but only one huge whip, so hallelujah. That's fine. Let's start off with the best whip, the biggest whip, and it is my Monday sweater by Petite Knit. Boom. Oh, hold on. Wrong way. Boom. Oh my gosh. I'm currently on the body right now. So I split for sleeves. I started this 4 days before the new year. And oh, it's so pretty. I don't have a sweater like this in my wardrobe, like a knit sweater. So I was just like, I'm gonna knit this up. And it's the Monday sweater. I already knitted the Monday sweater before. I'll put a picture right here. Pretty yarn. And after I knitted up the Monday sweater, I was just like, you know what? The Monday sweater is going to be my go-to sweater pattern for any yarn that I just want to show off, which is most of the hand-dyed yarn that I have because I get variegated yarns. So for most of this yarn up here, most of these yarns are going to be turned into Monday sweaters. So then it's a simple basic raglan with German short rows, and I can just show off the yarn instead of having some texture that, you know, takes away from the yarn. I'm looking for the yarn that I used for this. So I'm knitting a size medium, gives me a nice oversized look. And where, oh, here we go. I'm using this right here. I'm using this hand-dyed yarn by Explore Knits. Where's the front? There we go. This hand-dyed yarn right here by Explore. Can you guys see this? Boom. By Explore Knits. It is called Under the Mistletoe. So pretty. Oh my gosh. It is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It's 400 yards per 100 grams. And gorgeous. So pretty. And I was just like, I want like a wintry winter sky after a snowstorm. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a bluish, dark, moody color. And I was just like, I want those vibes with this. So then I decided to get Drops Kid Silk mohair in this like navy blue. Looks more navy in person. And boom. These two together creates this right here. Oh my gosh. You guys know I love pairing colors together that just give a weird clash of beautiful fabric. That's me. So, of course, I don't know if anyone else would have chosen that. But, I mean, actually, I think I have mohair on my lip. Actually, a lot of people loved this combination, which shocked me because my combinations, like I said, are usually like, questionable because that's just my personality. I just love pairing colors together. That's like, it might not go, but it could go. Normal people wouldn't pair this together, but it seems like more people than I thought actually liked it and would pair these two colors together. And some people didn't even realize that they would pair it together, and they were like, dude, that's beautiful. Someone even reached out to me in DMs on Instagram, and they have that exact same yarn, and they're like, what's the color of the mohair that you used? Because I have that yarn and I love that combination, and I would love to know so I can do the same thing. And I was just like, I'm inspiring people? What is this? Like, who am I? Hello? Anyway, that was really great. So yeah, I'm enjoying knitting up this sweater so much. Oh, look at the yarn. Oh, I'm just imagining the pictures already and everything. Oh, too good. I'm so excited. So yeah, this is the main project I have been working on, and I actually want to finish it this week. Fingers crossed, hopefully. I was working on it earlier when I was editing a video earlier today. I'm actually uploading a video right now. I'm looking at it like it's almost done. So yeah, this is my first whip. It's in this Petite Knit bag that I have. Okay, Monday sweater, check. The next one, let me not show the bag that it's in because that's an acquisition.
And then there's this next whip that and
hello.
Hat, and it's just
cute. I can't believe you're knitting with the white yarn.
I know.
I can't believe you bought white yarn. Hey guys, it's Kaye, and she's knitting
Kaye
up.
here.
Oh, you just hit the cat
Hi.
on accident.
Almost
Oh,
tripped
it's
over a cat.
Ollie. Hi. Oh, did you show your face?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. She's knitting up the weekend hat.
Yup.
Weekend hat.
Wait, Alex is right there. I'm like,
Yeah, girl.
hi. Okay, see ya.
See ya. Alrighty. Here is my second whip, and it is the Sophie shawl by Petite Knit. One strand of DK weight yarn. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty this yarn is. This yarn is DK weight yarn by Honsa Design. I got this yarn in Sweden, and it is hand-dyed yarn. Is it picking up? Hello? There we go. It's hand-dyed yarn, and it is 100% merino wool, superwash, and like I said, DK weight. Okay, boom. DK weight yarn, and I'm using, this is how much I have left of the first cake, which is not really a cake anymore. It's ugly, but this is my whip that I just pick up when I don't feel like thinking about knitting projects. Like, I don't feel like thinking about what I'm knitting, and I just want something, especially on the go somewhere. I just picked this up and knitted. I think I'm almost done with the increases. I think I just have like a few increases left. And yeah, so boom. Should finish that soon. So then I don't have any whips from 22 from 2022, because that's the last one. That's the only whip that I have is from 2022. I still don't understand how you guys can have like a bunch of sweater whips. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. All right, next whip. Wait, let's boop, check mark. Next whip is in my sock bag. This is a project bag that is made by Tiara from the Love Stitch. And this is the Everyday Socks by Petite Knit, recommended by Alexandra from Alexandra's Garn. And yeah, look at this. So pretty. This yarn is beautiful. Do you guys see the fibers? You see that halo? Yeah, that's mohair, okay? It's this cake right here. This yarn is Cauldron Boil Me. It's from the Akatar collection by Red Door Fibre Studio, and it's hand-dyed yarn. This base is Cozy Sock. It's 40% merino, 40% kid mohair, and 20% nylon, 437 yards. And yeah, the mohair. The mohair is the reason for that. And I'm using my Addy 9-inch circulars, 2.5 millimeter needles that Alexandra from Alexandra's Garn got me for my birthday when we were in Sweden. And these are the best needles ever, dude. Oh my gosh. I started knitting on another pair of socks, which I'll show you guys in a second. I missed my Addy needles because one side is like has like a long needle and one has a shorter needle. I can probably show you guys. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, it looks like, come on projects, you guys. It looks like this. You guys see that? So this one right here is the shorter one and this one's the longer one. And when I knit, this one just automatically, the shorter one just automatically like dips. So it makes it easier to knit, which I never even thought about. And it like prevents me from having a lot of wrist movement, which is really good. And I was just like, excuse me? I need this. So when I started knitting on this sock that I'm about to show you guys, I was just like, I miss my Addies. So I understand the hype, okay? I understand it, yes. All right, so I think this is my last whip actually. Yeah, my last whip that I have to show you guys is this right here. This is the Sunday Socks by Petite Knit. Did I tell you those were the Everyday Socks by Petite Knit? Hopefully. I think so. But these are the Sunday socks by Petite Knit. Oh, this looks so good on camera. And I'm using Cloud Yarn by Lang. And I don't even think this size is recommended for Sunday socks, but I didn't care because Malika, she's making like this crop sweater and shorts set. And she's using this Cloud Yarn. And we're just on FaceTime. I think it was in my vlog that's uploading today that you guys would have seen before this. So I'll link that up there if you guys want to see. But we're on FaceTime and she asked me if I could knit her some socks to match her outfit. And I was just like, sure. So then I was just like, Sunday socks, that's super easy. And she wanted me to use this yarn. I'm like, I can use that yarn for the Sunday socks. So yep, here it is. I reached the part where I have to start for the toe. So I stopped this real quick so I can work on my Monday sweater, and then when I pick this back up, I will work on a toe part. Do some magic looping, and I'm using my 4mm 9-inch circulars for it. And yeah, it was so easy, so easy. Just like 2 days worth of work on and off because I have other projects, but yeah. My active whips are the socks, the 2 socks, and then my Monday sweater. My shawl, I don't actively work on that. And yeah, so those are my whips. All my whips. Ever. Like, I don't have any other, like, I have my crochet blanket, but other than that, those are all of my whips that I have. I don't have any whips that are sitting from like years ago or anything. I can't do that. I have to finish a project. I can't just like, especially if it's like a sweater, I have to start and finish that. I can't just let it sit. Like my shawl that's been sitting there and I've been working on it on and off, I'm literally one day gonna pick that up and finish that in a day so that it's off the needles. Like I cannot have whips just sitting there like that. Unless it's like a blanket where it's like, okay, that's a whip that's not meant to be done right away, you know? Okay, I am now moving on to acquisitions, which is very exciting. My sister and my mom are back, which means they got food. They got canes. My sister texted because Kalila, she was about to order us some chronic tacos. Ooh, and then she texted in our sister group chat and Lick was like, no, you're not because we got canes. And I was just like, oh, perfect. I love me some canes. Let's go. Anyway, and I'm almost done with this video, so perfect. Anyway, let's show you my first acquisition. Did this all come from, ooh. Tiffany just uploaded a video, everything I made in 2020. She has 2021. I think she means 2022. If it's not fixed by the time I'm done with this, I'll DM her or something. Anyway, sorry guys, a lot of distractions, but this is my first acquisition that I'm showing you guys. It's so cute. This is the Lolita bag by Sewrella. Oh, I forgot to take out my Autumn in New York yarn. Yes! Okay, perfect. I'll show that in a second, guys. Okay, all right. Anyway, yeah, so this is my Lolita bag, which was part of the Autumn in New York collection by Sewrella, the indie dyer, one of my favorite indie dyers. And it's such a cute little project bag. I use this as my bag to like go out with, especially for dinners and lunches and stuff like that because it's so perfect. This is where I store my Sophie shawl. I don't know why I just blanked. This is where I store my Sophie shawl, and which is why I didn't show you guys the bag that it was in. But it's so easy. Sophie shawl is in here, so when I pick up this bag and it already has my wallet and stuff in here and my mask and whatever else I'll need in a purse, I just grab the bag and go, and I don't ever forget a knit project because I just store a project in here, so it's easy to just grab, go, and it's like, oh, I have a knit project. But yeah, I use this bag for everything. It's so good. It's so strong and so pretty. If you guys saw I think it was in my last podcast episode, I got 2 mood bags from 60 Garn in Sweden. It's where Alexandra from Alexandra's Garn works, and it's a yarn shop. My sisters and I bought mood bags from there, and I had like a tote mood bag and then like a pursy mood bag, and I just gave my tote one to my mom because she doesn't have any small project bags and she loves it. That one is like leather as well and so good. But yeah, so now this is the one I use all the time instead of the tote one, and it's so good. So good. Quality is amazing. Oh, and this is handmade, like hand stitched and everything. Beautiful. Alrighty. Now let's show you the Autumn in New York yarn since we're on an Autumn in New York train. I got classic sock, 100% superwash merino. This is 400 yards, 100 grams. Sorry, my family's talking. And this one is in a color... That's my dad singing to the cat. This is the color Brick. Oh my gosh. So pretty. This is so... Oh, you guys see why I had to get it? I had to get it. I can't believe I forgot about that, even though it was on my list. I just forgot to pull it out. So we talked about this, we talked about this, and I forgot to pull out more yarn, but it's right here. Why am I forgetting to pull out my yarn? Anything else? No. Okay. This yarn right here, guys, I've never shopped from this indie dyer before, but I started following her because of this collection. What collection was this? I think it was a book collection or something. I'm not sure, but I saw this yarn. I saw this yarn right here on someone's story, and I immediately followed her because I was like, excuse me? I need this for a sweater immediately. Do you see how pretty this is? Like, this is like the best looking yarn I have ever had. Like, what? As you guys know, I'm obsessed with blue yarns, green, red, orange, purple, maroon, gray, those colors, as you guys can probably see from my stash, okay? But this is the best. This, oh my, I literally don't even want to work this up because it's just so pretty and I just want to have it sitting there forever. But I'm just like, no, okay? I have to knit it up. It's gonna be a Monday sweater, okay? I need a plain stockinette raglan, especially raglan. Imagine this, right? God, I'm so obsessed. I am so obsessed. I haven't even told you where this yarn is from, but let me finish my rant. I am knitting a Monday sweater so that it can just show off how beautiful this yarn is, and then the mohair that I'm going to pair with it is going to be like a light colored mohair, maybe like a dusty blue mohair, to just keep it just keep it as close to this color as possible. And I'm definitely using Knitting for Olive. This deserves Knitting for Olive mohair, okay? Anyway, whoa, that was a lot. This is from Coast to Coast Yarn Company, and she knits? Yes, but she dyes beautiful yarn. This is called Fall from Grace. It's classic sock. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 400 yards per 100 grams, and it's a 2-ply. I usually don't like 2-ply yarns, but I've been attracted to 2-ply yarns recently, and this, oh my gosh. Oh, it's so pretty. It's the best. So yeah, this is like my favorite colorway ever, and I just cannot wait because it's gonna end up being my favorite sweater ever because of the yarn. So I'm very excited, and I need to I need to knit this up immediately. Okay, let's put that away before I just end up spending the rest of the time talking about that yarn, because honestly, I will. Okay, I will. First, I mean, I already showed you guys the mohair, but it's this mohair that I got to pair with my Monday sweater, and it is also this mohair right here that I got to pair with another sweater let me show you guys. I'm so excited for this pairing, you guys. Oh my gosh, when I saw it on a Drops website, I was like, absolutely. Who is that? Malika, hello.
Hola.
I'm ready for that. Kinds. Is this not hello?
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, I do. Anyway, this mohair right here, so light, so fluffy, so beautiful. And guess what yarn I plan to pair it with? You guys won't guess, but that's okay. I just wanted to say that. I'm trying to stretch my legs because I've been sitting here for a while and my legs are falling asleep. Woo! Wake up. No, see, I wouldn't pair, it's not this yarn by the way, but I was just seeing, I wouldn't pair this light one with this because it's too light. I feel like it'll make this too light and take away from it. I need more like a dusty, what's the name for olive one? Like Dusty Dove or something? I don't know. But no, I plan on matching it. Oh, I thought a cat was in here. I'm like, I didn't see anyone come in. I plan on matching it with this yarn right here. So this yarn is Starfall from Red Door Fibre Studio. It is part of the Akatar collection, and if you guys have seen, I don't remember which podcast it was, but I got a lot of yarn from the Akatar collection. I am pairing this mohair with this yarn right here. Oh my gosh, are you serious? That is beautiful. That is, yeah, let me show you more of this one right here. Look at that. Look at that. That's so perfect. Are you serious? This is perfect pairing. Oh my gosh, because I'm like, I want the entire sweater. Oh my god, my foot. I was like, I want the sweater to have like a nice dusty look and to be like light colored and airy, even though, you know, it has like the dark blues and stuff like that, but I'm like, I want it to be more ashy is the best way to describe that. That's not great at all, but you know, this will make it like nice and light. Anyway, this is going to be the October sweater by Petite Knit, and it's my next sweater that I plan on knitting after I'm done with the Monday sweater. So that's very exciting, and I was just like, this is such a perfect yarn for it. So yeah, I got this mohair to match that, and oh, that's gonna be so much fun to knit up. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. All right, and my last acquisition is, oh, right here. Wool Ease Thick and Quick. And also over here. I have a lot of Thick and Quick, but yeah. Wool Ease Thick and Quick. Wool Ease Thick and Quick. I'm going to be using these yarns to knit up holiday slipovers. And I have one more. It's like, I don't feel like taking it out. It's a red and green yarn for another holiday slipover. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. That's gonna be so much fun to knit up. And that's it. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys. that was quicker than I thought it would be. So this isn't too long. I don't even know if this reached an hour. If it did, I guess I'm wrong. It doesn't feel like I've been sitting here for an hour though, so yeah. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I am so excited, like literally showing you guys all of this yarn and all of my projects and stuff. It's just getting me so excited to knit even more now. So I'm like gonna zoom through my Monday sweater today and get as much done as possible, because like I said, my goal is to be done with the sweater by the end of the week. It's currently Saturday, so Saturday to Saturday, I want to be done by next Saturday. So Yup, I believe that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you worked on while watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click that notification bell because it will notify you guys whenever I post another video. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram because that's where I update you guys on anything with my yarn and my projects. And I'll see you guys in the next one.